So yes, would anyone like to summarize most important things that happened last time? As we get loaded in.
Buff chicken.
The end.
Buff
Good enough for
chicken
me.
terrorized a battlefield and flayed some corpses and had a heart-to-heart over the flayed corpses with Ilyana. And Ilyana came back and got drunk because the Paladin turned out to not be somebody she was actually interested in.
Is that why she got drunk?
No, but I don't think so.
Okay.
Also,
I accept
Dagna stared at some rocks, and a cat walked and melded through stone.
Yes.
And
Also very important.
Groka is a hero to chickens.
I forgot, did you actually tell them that you were the Green Terror, or no?
Of course not. He didn't know he was the Green Terror. Chickens came, talked to him in his head, told him a wizard woke him up, and then proceeded to give him money, saying, "This is our tribute to the Green Terror as thanks for him scaring off another chicken." And Groka went, "Oh, I see." And he probably has gotten rid of the coins at this point. He probably dropped them.
Shiny coins for another chicken to pick up. All right. You're back at the end, getting a little drunk. The Paladin's a little skittish. Looking over. Gronka, I think you're at a separate table.
I
right?
had been scaring the bandito captain by having turned into a chicken.
That's right.
And he was very unnerved by the sight of another chicken.
Yes, that family has since left this establishment to possibly tend to the chickens.
All that feed.
All that feed.
All that seed on the farm.
Unfortunate reality. Well. So now what? Yeah, no, I really should check on that pillar of communication they have going on in this town.
What time is it?
It is late afternoon, early evening. The sun is starting to set.
Did we end last session at this time, or was it evening,
Yes.
or what? Okay.
Yeah, we are from sure after the heels of the last session. It's currently early evening. You may have an hour of sunlight left.
Well, no time to stop drinking now.
Day is close to end. NIDHOGG. Time to rest.
She seems kind of distracted. Like she's not really. It's like she hasn't really noticed that you've walked up to her yet. Just kind of staring off into space right now.
We were you here. Very tiring. NIDHOGG.
Oh, sorry. I was just thinking. You know, I hate to ask, Groka, but you're gonna have to explain what I saw you doing with those bodies back there.
As you're saying
I'm
that,
sure
the Paladin is leaving the scene.
Okay, bye.
Well, bye.
You continue.
What would you like to know?
why you were doing it. I'm sure you had a reason for it, but to be honest, it was a little strange to see you doing that.
I think I understand. We, Ijuki, we, body is part of Earth. All Jaki, part of Earth. When we die, spirit leave body, body return to Earth. What my people Ijuki do, prepare body for return to Earth. Many Uanaka can feast on body, can become dirt, bone, join cycle of world. It does this answer your question?
I think I understand. It's just it's a little gruesome, isn't it?
I do not understand. Body has no spirit. This is let's look at beast. Why? When they die, what happened to them? They become food for something else. Maybe small insect or large beast. This no different.
I suppose that makes sense. It's a cultural difference, I suppose. We in the Konka Jaki, we tend to show a bit of respect or reverence even for just the body, even once the spirit is gone. Like, we hold funerals before bodies are burned or buried or whatever they decide they want to do with it. I just can't say that I've ever seen a body prepared in the manner that you did.
You say funeral. What do you do for this? Is it you say ritual? Yes, kulaka Eliana.
Sorry, I'm eating and drinking. Yes. Groka, most cultures have like that kind of reverence for bodies after people die. It's fairly common. I would say what it looks like you are doing when you do what you do is like butchering an animal that you are going to eat. which is disturbing for some people that, like, you know, their friend or whatever, their family dies, and if you were to do that, they would get upset, like thinking you were butchering them. But it's, you know, everybody has their own way of doing things.
Hmm. So, you would say my way is not respect of body?
No, I would not say that. I honestly, I'm so lost here on this planet. I don't really have the right to judge anyone. Right?
Yachak, you would say then, maybe Konkajaki Naka would think no respect.
I'm not saying that that's what I think, but I do admit that it would perhaps not be unreasonable for others to perhaps come to that conclusion. I understand your explanation. I think that it's just that difference between, like, if I'm understanding you correctly, you, once a spirit leaves a body, you don't view that body as an extension of that person anymore. We're a little bit more sentimental than that. Even once the spirit is gone, we still mourn the loss of who that person was. I think that breaking down the body in the manner that you did might just rub some people the wrong way. I mean, it makes perfect sense for you. I mean, as far as you're concerned, that's not that person anymore. We have a little bit of a harder time letting that part go, I guess.
I understand. Perhaps we have difference in thought, but I will not prepare when in sight of Konkajaki Naka. I would not want them to think, not respect.
Ilyana slurps her drink. She's getting a little tipsy. Hey, if you think that is crazy, like, you know, some people on some planets think that dead people are like still there and make mummies and stuff and put all kinds of jewelry on them. And I've heard stories from my sisters that, you know, you can actually raise dead people from the dead. Like zombies.
We Gulaka Ilyana. I think you enjoy Yakuta Rufachi.
Yes, I do.
He smiles. It has been a long day.
Yes, it
I will
certainly
drink
has.
to that.
Would you share Takokwa with me?
What's that?
He reaches into his pouch and pulls out the familiar wooden bowl with the small shallow lid, and again pulls a little small bundle of dried green leaves and places it inside.
I don't know that I should be mixing uppers and downers. This is not a good idea.
Maybe you are right.
What the hell? Give it to me.
Perhaps.
Do you actually have like a way to light it? Like, how are we doing this before?
He'd get out like flint or something to light it, but he sees maybe the bartender walking toward. Maybe we do not do here.
Ooh, GM, can I make a lighter with green magic?
Sure, you like to light up the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you want to, you can make it like invisible flame, or you can make a green flame, however you want it.
Check this out.
As that's happening,
Wait.
she's going right back inside.
Kulaka, patience. Kind of slowly takes the bowl back as it's it's burning. You see him kind of again reach in, and there's a stone, and he kind of almost like mortar and pestle kind of grinds it a little bit and generates a little bit more of the aroma, then closes the lid, probably for 30 seconds or so, and then kind of extends it out back to her, lifts the edge. Now take. Smell.
She lights it up again, does the exact same thing.
Oh my god.
Takes it back and does the same, lifts the edge of it, takes a long draught of it. Yeah, Chuck. Would you like takwa?
You know, why not?
And he hands her the bowl.
Yeah.
And I would assume they proceed to hand the joint around.
It's puff, puff, pass. Yeah.
Puff, puff, pass indeed.
Puff, puff, pass the night away.
So why doesn't everyone give me, let's call it 3 purple vigilance check. See
Oh, great.
how well you remember the time.
Oh,
You
this
sure
will
you
be
don't want to
great.
make it more for me? Because I fucking went crazy.
How many have you had so far?
Uh-huh.
For you, it's 3 and 3 setback.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this will be great.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Like a champ.
Holy
Like a-
shit! What the fuck, dude?
Look at all that threat, though. What the I probably look like an idiot, but I'm having fun.
Yeah. Then we're gonna summarize the threat by you do look a little goofy. Just a little.
Dagna
still-
is high as a kite.
You
But
are high as
still
a
cute.
kite.
But still cute, right?
It's still cute. Yes, Graka, this seems like a normal place to get high in, just where everyone's eating.
Yep.
Right? Maybe it dawns on you, maybe it doesn't, that Barbara hasn't come out of the kitchen in a while.
Nope.
Maybe.
Where's
Nope.
This
that
is
bartender?
very
I'm
normal.
starving. Is anybody else starving? Oh god, I've got horrible cotton mouth.
Dagna, you don't know what time it is. Aside from the fact that it's
yeah.
dark. But you have
I
seen
don't-
Barbara pop in and out, kind of looking and seeing if like you're still there. And going back
I don't
in.
care what time it is, man. Just go with the flow. I want some fucking food.
Slow, yeah, Chuck. Slow.
Oh, she's slow, all right.
I am chilling out. I
pulls
feel
out
pretty great.
his water skin and just kind of there's a couple, empty tankards that he then fills and slides one over to each Ilyana and Dagna.
She downs it pretty quickly. Probably doesn't go down all that smoothly, but I didn't realize how bad I needed that.
Takokwa is to relax for rest.
I am definitely rested.
Good.
As nighttime starts occurring, eventually, was Ilyana.
Just stumbling out.
Hey!
D-
Hey!
Could you not do that in the dining area, please?
Oh, sorry. Can I get another one of these? Pulls up the glass.
Just get sitting down for a minute, okay?
Hey, you want
Here.
some?
Your hair is really pretty.
Oh, thank you. Finishes up her thing.
Whoa. I'm good.
You know,
You see Groka take his walking staff and kind of hand it over to and set it next to Ilyana. Kulaka, you need more than I tonight.
Oh, you handing me your pimp cane? This is the greatest day of my life.
He just smiles. He has no idea what a pimp cane is. He does not.
Question. Would the Night Sisters know what a pimp is?
You bet we do, brother.
I guess it's true. The genders are reversed in this case. Is it still called a pimp if it's a woman?
Yes.
Okay, continue.
Always pimping. Never slimping.
So, Graka, remind me. So, I think it's a green colored, like, smoke, right?
Yep.
Okay. So, as you're stumbling back down in there, you see your friendly Paladin Solasar along with a second Paladin walking on through.
Oh, hey,
Yes.
look who it is.
hey,
need to stop-
Ileana, it's your boyfriend is here.
He's not my boyfriend. He brought a friend, though. I wonder what this guy's like. Hey, what's your name?
Waki Solazar, welcome back.
So, the second Paladin you don't recognize is walking with a lot more stride. Solazar is a little more nervous and apprehensive, while the second one, as soon as he gets in, he...
What the fuck was that?
took a nice big whiff of everything that was in the air.
What?
I'm sorry, it's not ASMR.
Shh.
It sounded like you ripped a huge fart, dude.
Sorry. He takes a nice whiff. Oh, I haven't smelled that in a long time.
You want
This guy
some?
looks like the perfect dude to buy me a drink. Hey, what's your name?
Oh, I don't give that out so easily, young lass. But you could call me the Warden.
Oh, okay, Warden. Care to buy a young lass a drink?
Oh, I think what you have here is much better than a drink.
You want
No,
some?
I'm good with either. She's hanging on him.
It's just... Come on, Solasar. Sometimes you just gotta lighten up a little bit more.
Right? He's such a stick in the mud.
I thought we weren't supposed to partake in this kind of debauchery. There's a time and place for everything, Solasar.
Oh, I like your friend.
Oh. Let's see. Oh. Kind of looks over towards Graka. I imagine you must have brought this. Correct?
Hey, that's racist.
You know, Takwa.
A little bit. In fact, there's something very important I think you might be of assistance of. So he pulls out a little mason jar. And outside of that mason jar, you see this dark, vaporous fluid. And you recognize Unjanya Aswan Karu. A very dangerous ointment. He pulls out. I wish you were under better circumstances.
Groka, what is that? I don't like this.
It is, as he say, Unjanya Aswan Karu. My people, Chaman, use for sight. No. Punyoe viage. Vision.
Stuff gives you visions.
Yes, but very dangerous for one such as you. Likely die. Wow, what? How you come by Unjanya Aswankaru?
Oh, well, that is a story of long friendship and some initial misunderstandings. But I need someone else to verify what I saw. And well, our paladin over here has so far been unwilling to try it. It's because it's dangerous. You told me people have died taking that.
Wow.
Yes, but
Is correct. Very dangerous for Konkajaki Naka.
yes, Solazar, but if what I saw with it is true, ooh, we have a bigger problem on our hands than whatever story you told me at first about these zombies.
Zombie, you speak Chakta Tike. Why you know Chakta Tike?
The GM would like an abbreviated translation of that word.
It's the Simarime word for living death, essentially zombies.
Ah, I see. Oh, no, that was a story that the paladin, Solazar, was telling me. No, what I saw, need someone to verify it for our own health and confirmation, was WYRM SIGN. Dagna, give me a 4 purple, 3 setback lore check.
4 purple, 3
3
setback.
setback, correct.
That's 1 setback.
You may have heard a little bit about WYRM SIGN before with your time with Jors. Let's see how much you know. So, I got some good news, I got some bad news.
Okay.
So, the good news is you are pretty cognizant of what WYRM SIGN is.
Okay.
So, when, quote, the moon is on fire, unquote, it's usually the sign of a birth of a very strong primal evil. And you know of at least 2 prior instances of it. The first one is pre-planetfall. The ancient inscriptions read the moon was on fire when, that god or something got imprisoned in the moon. Especially when you connect it with what Graka has said.
Mm-hmm.
You think that during that time that, the Graka, correct me if I'm wrong, I think the phrase is, the person whose eyes continuously bleeds.
Yes.
Yes. When he was entrapped in the moon, quote, caught on fire, unquote.
Wilanera.
The second time this happened was right at the start of the EMPYREAN War, where NIDHOGG SVART was born. Or at least is highly attributed to her.
Great.
So, the fourth threat. Ooh. Could it be a third one? It's kind of tempting to, don't you want to see and confirm for yourself? Don't you want to make a name for yourself? Don't you want to be the one that confirms the worm sign? Don't you want to be the one that confirms the worm sign? You could resist it, but wondering.
See, sober Dagna would, but Dagna is very high.
Yeah, Chuck, what is this worm sign?
When I looked up to the sky, I saw Syntha on fire. But Dagna, you do interrupt.
No, I was going to say, my history is a little rusty and my verbiage might not be great, but the gist of it is when the moon's on fire, bad shit happens.
Yes. Tiwunjan Foxy. We Ijuki no. Wila Naira try to escape from In Siyun Kyo. It is a cycle that repeat. For all time.
So she turns to Warden. And so, what, you think that we're about to have another world-ending catastrophe on our hands?
Well, it could just be my hallucination, but if it's not a hallucination, then yes.
You use Unjanya Aswankaru.
Among others. Helps me become one with the magic of this world.
You must have strong of body to survive.
I am one with the magic, and the magic is me. Perhaps the body is strong, but really it is my connection with magic that makes it strong.
Lka. Yes. So you saw Cheun Sun Kyu on fire. You saw te unjan raksi.
Yes. Yes, I believe I did. There
What?
have been times before where it has not been true. That's why I need someone to verify.
There was natural cycle. Some few months ago, or maybe one season. Yeah, Chuck, do you remember?
It's hard to forget. We were chased out of those woods during that eclipse.
Yes. Found our way to Ninyaseki. Attacked by Supei Lakunaka. We will not see the Unjan Faksi again for some time. I think perhaps your sight perhaps sees something to happen, or maybe something before.
Well, I hope not.
Did Unjanya's Wankaru show you anything else?
Could have sworn I heard a voice. Felt a flame near me. Saw some kind of dragon.
Supei Lakunaka.
Oh, that's why I want someone so desperately to verify what I saw.
You want me to use Unjanya's Wankaru? Perhaps I do not see same as you.
I'm sorry. Did Ileana pass out on the bench down there?
She keeps coming back for more huffs.
I'm here. What? And she falls back.
She need rest.
Dagna, why don't you give me a 2 purple, let's call it 1 black discipline check.
Oh, okay. No problem.
See how bad that temptation is to try them drugs.
Well,
So the temptation's getting pretty strong. You could resist it at the cost of some of your strain.
Groka, how much of that stuff, like what if I just took a teeny little bit of it?
Yeah, Chuck, you are teeny little bit person. Not safe. I will not let you. Please, trust me. It is not safe for one your size.
she's struggling.
He's
Yeah,
struggling.
because she's been, she's having a little bit of an internal crisis right now. She feels completely useless because during the last combat encounter, Groka literally told her to stay back and hide. So there's a part of her that wants to prove that she's a little bit more resilient than he gives her credit for. On the other hand, she doesn't think that Groka would steer her wrong. So, just purely out of respect for Groka.
Mhm.
However, she is going to resist.
Okay. Yeah. Take 3 strain
Okay.
on that one, and then you got some advantage, not to recover strain, but for something else.
Sure. Okay. I don't know. Okay, how about this?
Mm-hmm.
If Groka decides to use this stuff, can I give him a boost?
Sure. Yeah. You've heard a little bit about, how to apply it, and, the guy probably isn't an Ajuki,
Mm-hmm.
so there might be some distrust on he knows how to apply it or not. So you might be able to fill in some gaps.
Okay.
You, Konka Jockey Paladin. You will not leave until we confirm your sight. Yes.
That is correct. The magic told me that there'd be someone strong and wise enough to be able to take it here.
I will take Unjanya's Wankaru. Do you know the way?
As he pulls out the jar, he puts 2 fingers, his index and his middle finger, dips his fingers through the into the black liquid or dark liquid. It's kind of hard to tell in the lighting. And he puts it, on his 2 cheeks to signify like places where he'd put it, which does align with what you've seen shamans do. Yes. Although I understand it may be a little uncomfortable for you.
When I was too young, was only allowed to watch. But I know how to apply. He looks out the window. It's what, like nearly sundown?
It's beyond sundown. You can see most of the lighting is now being provided by these lanterns, and you can see the moon. It's nice and big. It is currently not on fire.
We are beyond time for use, but if you will not let us rest without the use of Unjanya's Wankaru, I will do. You will come and help, as will Waki Solazar.
He will do more watching than helping. He's kind of just nervous in the corner. As a good boy, he does not believe in the use of recreational drugs.
Oh, this is far beyond recreational. Yes.
He's a bit of a buzzkill on that one.
Yeah, Chuck, you also come watch, see. understand why I say.
Yeah, of course. Is Ileana? Oh no, she's passed out. Okay, yeah, we better just leave her alone.
So yes, the paladin is then going to instruct everyone, kind of gesture like, follow me. We need to find a place with good ambient space. As we'll drag.
Don't leave me with a creepy bartender lady.
You're conked.
Oh no.
Buff chicken.
Yes, the chickens are still around town, although most of them are now.
Are they still at work? Or are
There's
they-
always a group at work at the granary, but most of them are now returning to Chicken Burrow.
Okay.
Chickenberg.
Chickenberg.
Chickenberg. As the warden walks you over closer, right by the river, and
By the river.
right by the river, and starts preparing the administrations for you.
You see Groka kind of takes his pack off and sets it down. The harness that he normally wears, he kind of pulls back to basically expose his entire upper chest, and basically down to his waist is undressed at this point. And he sits with his, cross-legged facing the river, and spreads his arms out to be ready for the application.
Perfect. The Buzzkill Paladin, Solazar, looks on with suspicion and nervousness. Well, the Warden is very methodical, applying it, just like it's any other day. Just any other normal thing. It's like doing a little bit of body paint, except this body paint could kill you under worse circumstances. So, as he applies it, to your upper chest, to your cheeks, near the ears, on top of your forehead, even gets it underneath the roof of your mouth.
Mhm.
Are you ready, Graka, to make me that resilience check?
Yes.
To make me that daunting resilience check without upgrade, and add a boost die as you see Dagna, make sure to get a little bit of correction, as the Paladin may not, since your face isn't exactly like a human, he doesn't have a one-to-one relationship between certain parts of the body.
Mhm.
But Dagna is very helpful in making sure that, that's this place, that's this place. Your biology.
And I roll my force die with it.
Yes, you roll your force die with it. Figure out what kind of information you're gonna get.
Okay. I'm gonna spend a destiny point to upgrade this.
Yeah, probably smart.
Smart idea.
And let's roll them bones.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
So you only take 5 wounds.
Nice.
As it hurts, it burns. Feels like it's seeping into your skin. It's hot.
You start seeing he just begins to shake. There's almost like a hissing as it starts to the natural oils and such that's on Groka's body begins to dissolve under the acidic and caustic nature of the uncture. And you can see his eyes have rolled back into the back of his head, and he is just shaking. He is clutching, his fists are clenched. He's holding essentially tufts of grass that are next to the river, holding himself steady, and his whole body is just starting to convulse.
As your convulsions eventually die down after a short minute, you look up. What you once saw was a grayish yellow moon. Now it looks like it's more on fire. even so flaming hot that the once green trees now look reddish by comparison. So you'll spend the one basic point to activate, quote unquote, the basic power to see the moon on fire. You've got some more points to play around with other information you want to see about this sign. If you want to know more about this primal evil, this new one, what would you like to know?
Let's see here.
Or maybe you don't even want to look at the primal evil. Maybe you want to know more about the moon. So many options.
The moon looks like it's on fire. Let's see here. I would like to spend 2 pips to use the panoramic upgrade.
Okay.
To basically get an idea of if he's seeing the moon on fire, he wants to make look basically all around, you know, in a sense of the idea of what is the sun looking like? What does the planet look like? He wants to understand less about the moon because he's seen this before. He's seen the moon, he's seen the solar eclipses before. This is not necessarily something new to him. I mean, does it seem worse or more intense than what he has seen in other eclipses?
Yes, because you've normally seen like the red moon, but still looks like its rocky self. This looks like more like a flaming fireball on the moon.
But yeah, he will. The idea is to understand what else is going on. He's trying to understand, in a sense, what. You know, is this the current time? If he looked down on the Earth, onto Weik, would he, you know, would it be something where he could recognize what is going on? Would he, you know, I guess in a sense, could he understand, is this the present time or is this a different time?
So when he's looking around, looking around the world of Weik and the sun. I think I actually gave the sun the name Solara. So he's looking at the Solara. It's looks like as it's always been. Nothing unusual about that. Looking over towards Weik, you know, it looks like it's, you know, it's nighttime right now. It looks like as if it recently turned to night. The water's still flowing. Looks over, there's still, you know, the massive hole, you know, wound in the ground, the Madlands. There's a little bit of activity. Even looking into West Laketown, it looks like see a little migration of chickens going back to Chicken Burrow. It looks like as if it is the time of now. Something is starting to happen now. Hume itself, let's see. Thing is going on in the 4 major cities. The Sunray Citadel, over down here. Looks like it's starting to barricade up a bit. Go over into Skyhome, you see there's like a massive vertical light coming out, like a lighthouse towards the top of one of the settlements built into the mountain. Vossport. Looks like, as Dagna described it, just a massive, sprawling shell city. Although she does talk about having many of these wind ships being around, and unusually there's not as many wind ships as you'd think would be over there. And then over near this caldera where Fume is at, there is not much going on the surface, but there seems to be more smoke coming out. But instead of being like a gray vapor, it seems to be more black coming out of the ground.
Okay.
Seems the time is definitely now. And you hear a little bit of laughter going on near where you've heard Savard's nest may be. Laughter of her in joy.
Okay. I will spend 2 strain to use my last 2 pips, because I used 1 to activate, 2 for panoramic, and 2 for the mastery. Can I get a vision of what is happening at SVART's nest, this laughter that I am sensing? So I will spend
Perfect.
2 strain to do that.
Yes. Oh, her joyous laughter. Yes. Finally. It's hard to tell precisely where it's coming from, just because the nature there is some sort of arcane warding in the area that's preventing, and necessarily it's not precise where her nest is. But you definitely hear laughter. There's something being built into the mountain. There's some kind of holes being pocked in. Look, you could fly vertically in and out of. And you hear laughter, and you see some of these crystals of various colors. And you could hear pretty clearly from her laughter another distinct phrase. Finally, after all these years, my research finally to fruition. What I once did many years ago now, from one, many will take their place. Soon there will only be me and my kind.
Hearing this, Groka essentially mentally blinks, and you hear this from his throat, grumbles out, clean unjawan swankaru. He's speaking out to Paladin, the warden, and basically saying he's seen what he can see.
So, is the sign there?
I saw Jin Sin Q as if on fire.
Oh no.
I saw wound of the sun. I saw did not see but hear some woman WYRM speak of research of her kind. Was near bright Kongalake.
I'm sorry, I guess I don't fully understand. Even after years of going, my Simare is a little weak. More of the dragon?
I saw no Supe Lakunaka. Only voice. Warmy woman. It was was in mountains near Lakta Konka with bright light like sunbeam through rock. To north, near Hanak Pachatiukyak, great mountain on whom lives SWRPG. Is this what you saw?
Well, I saw the moon on fire. I guess that confirms there is WYRM sign. I did not hear what you heard. Perhaps you have a better attunement to it than even I could. What you said is true.
We know. Leka Yurak. Magic of Earth.
No. This is not good at all. Well,
What is WYRM SIGN? You say many times.
WYRM sign is the omen. The moon is on fire. Where a great primal evil is either created or born. I'm not sure this world could handle another NIDHOGG or anywhere close to it.
Are
I
not.
guess the time has come. Must organize another hunt. Unless it becomes too late. Solazar, see if you can get the Paladins, the Sunrise Citadel. Have them figure out whatever they're doing down there and bring them back to the Adamite Tower. We need to organize a hunt. A hunt for the dragon. If we fail... No, we can't fail. If we fail, we may not even be here next year. I trust you can handle the task. You see it give a little salute with his next to his visor. Yes, sir, Warden. I won't let you down. Good. I'm sorry it has to be so soon I must depart, but every moment we delay, if what our Juki friend said is true, is a moment sooner for our doom. Well, at least these pillars of communications are up and working according to the Paladins. That should be able to help us a bit. As the warden starts running off to the edge of town.
Groka has stood slowly and has literally just walked into the water. He's standing probably up to his chest and is very deliberately wiping down and washing the areas that the compost or the word was on. I had some words and they never came out. They all just didn't work. Anyway,
You're just accurately role-playing the current situation.
Anyway, he wipes them all off. You see him take the water, and he basically is flushing his mouth, cleaning it out. And when he finally emerges from the water, Dagna, you can see there are very clear burn marks where the compound was on his skin. When on his face, there is discolorations, almost a lightening of the kind of beigeish green color that he does have. There is very clear signs of burn.
Are you all right?
I live still.
That is good. That's better than the alternative. That was horrifying to watch.
I understand why Charmin use, but I did not like.
I'd be worried if you did.
Hold on. Time out here. So this guy just puts a bunch of paint on you, and now he's freaking out that the end of the world is coming. You're saying that you saw the moon on fire, and it's clearly not, as he looks up to the moon. And Dagna, you see it, the moon looks normal.
Oh, for God's sake, Solazar, can you just have a little bit of an open mind for once? Clearly, it's more than just a little bit of paint.
Yeah, Chuck is right.
Dagna, can you give me a 3 purple charm check, but with 2 boost die and an automatic success, please?
Oh, okay, great.
He's feeling reprimanded.
2 boost, automatic success. Let's go. Oh. I think that worked.
That
I'm
automatic
sorry, Doug.
success was needed.
Yeah.
Yes, the fact that Dagna was very forceful in it, along with the circumstantial evidence or circumstantial situation of someone having burn marks on their face. That's something dangerous in that pre-scene beforehand. Sorry. Tell us in the night school that we shouldn't be using those kinds of mystical ointments and juices. Yes, it's very common for those who wish to seek our destruction to use it to gain more power.
The
But-
Undanti do use. My people only use in great need.
You're right, Dagna. I need to have a more open mind about these sort of things, of the different cultures and how they operate.
See, Groka just shake his head. Not important now. One called Warden gave you a task, yes?
Yes. Well, we'll need to get to the pillar first, and then we'll get going. This might be a long walk, but at least the newly set up pillar over the past few years seems to help a lot. Well, perhaps Dagna, you seem to be technically inclined. I've been having a little bit of trouble with the equipment. I could really use a hand just to make sure things work.
She looks rather annoyed, but her mouth opens and then closes again before she just kind of like takes a deep breath, nods her head. Yeah, okay, sure.
All right, let's get going. Even though they may not hear it till tomorrow, we should at least send a message tonight. And then by the time we get to the Citadel, I'm sure they'll have organized enough and figured out the problem.
NIDHOGG, good luck. I will go and tend to Kulaka Ilyana.
Make sure that she gets to bed. I don't want her sleeping on that bench all night.
He just nods. Kuroko will go back. Yeah, Kuroko will nod and go back to the tavern to Princess carry the slumbering Ilyana up to a bed.
Shut up, you. Fine. Just resting my eyes.
You can rest in more comfort.
Yes, that would be nice.
So, Dagna, as you follow the Paladin around, you definitely notice one structure here that has looks like a pretty tall spire coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
You have a rank in Core Worlds. You've heard of this, pillars of communication idea. So, let's go back to the continental map for a second. So, obviously, Weik's a pretty expansive place. I think if you were to take let me get the journal entry correct. Apple time. So if you took a path, let's call it from Vossport over to the Sunray Citadel, right? Mm-hmm. If you're going by horse, which is a reasonably fast direction. Let me get a calculator because this might take a bit. So if you're trying to get a message by horse, and let's say you really want to get a fast message that the person's just rushing. They're not carrying anything, they're just carrying the letter of importance. So you can probably get from Vossport to Backfort in 3/4 of a day. And then you got to go to the Kirk Celeste down the Karnak Valley. And then you got to get to Warstream. And then you got to brave across the Madlands. Just another 2 days. So you're already at 5 days. You're going to Holin's Haven. You got to get to Departure, which is not necessarily like a town. It's more like a bunch of shanties put together. It's another 5. And then you finally get to the Sunray Citadel. You're more or less at 8 days, and that's rushing. A lot can change in 8 days. So something that the Paladins have been doing, along with some of the people of Skyhome, and trying to figure out which guild would be most responsible. The credit union, the banking guild particularly, because they're bankrolling it. They're trying to build up like massive radio towers in each of these areas. Each of the least major cities: Vossport, Fume, Sunray Citadel, Skyhome, West Laketown. Now they're getting to the secondary areas. So there might be one in Holin's Haven. You definitely heard one in Warstream and in Backfort. And they're finally setting up one here in West Laketown. So you go up into a building, you see a massive electrical device. Looks like it's got like old porous. I'm trying to describe a microphone without describing a microphone. It looks like you got a plate with a metal rod coming out of it, and then attached to it is some kind of half porous cylinder. It looks like one side has got like a porous metal netting on it, and the other side is just a solid cylinder. And you, yeah, and then you hear the Paladin make a brief message over. A brief message over. All right. Oh. Kind of looks over. You hear this like static noise. Oh, not again. Dagna, if you don't mind, there's some kind of wiring. If I try to figure it out, I might be here all night.
Okay, great. This is totally Dagna's wheelhouse. Let's go.
Yes, could you give me a 2 purple computers check to fits with the wiring?
Computers check. Okay. Wow, that was lucky.
Wow. Okay. Paladin Lysandra. Paladin Lysandra. I should be arriving at the Sunrise Citadel within a week. Once I'm there, we need to return to the Atomite Tower at once. We need to organize a hunt against the dragon NIDHOGG SVART. If we don't, our world's in great peril. Paladin Warden Song confirmed that we do have WYRM SIGN. That the hunt must go. As he puts down the microphone, going in. Kind of looks over to the stand. Hey, there's a little. Dagna, you recognize there's like a little like speaker, some kind of like earmuffs going on there.
Mm-hmm.
You hear some kind of noise coming out of it. It sounds familiar. Sounds like a person perhaps that you've been running away from.
Oh, God. God damn it.
It doesn't look.
Ooh.
Can you give me how many ranks do you have in perception? You have 1. Okay, you can hear enough to know it's not really directed at anybody. It's just kind of like an open call for like if someone could please help find my daughter. You know,
Oh,
I'm willing to
fuck
pay
me.
good money for it. The Paladin is oblivious to all this, considering he is wearing a helmet.
Okay, well, that's good. That's okay. Is he expecting a reply right now?
No, he is not. He is
Okay.
Starting to pack up and in, and is about ready to get out the door, and kind of looks at you, looking at the earmuffs, and
Okay, so here's what I want to do. So I've got this nifty little script stone in my inventory now.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you do.
So
Well, I don't get the feel. Continue.
So, Dagna absolutely does not want Solisar to hear what is coming through these speakers. Helmet aside, she does not want to take any chances. But now she's got this nifty little thing in her inventory that can funnel electricity into an object of her choice. So,
Or out of one, yes. It's a two-way street.
or out of one, yes. But she definitely. So my request is, can she use this script stone to basically funnel electricity into this speaker to short circuit it so that the voice is not heard anymore?
Absolutely. Yeah, send it to the chat and you will think it's an action. Yeah.
It is an action, yes.
Yeah, so you can functionally short circuit the thing for a bit. I think it's for 1 round.
Yeah.
And it's basically encumbrance 1, so I think you need to take 1 strain from it.
Okay, that's fine. That is worth it.
Huh, I could have sworn I was hearing noise from that thing. Ah, well. I'm sure in the morning someone can fix it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd offer to try, but, you know, frankly, it was pure luck that I managed to get this working in the first place. I don't know if I'll be so lucky a second time.
Well, I got the message out.
That's the important thing. Probably shouldn't dwell on the reply too much.
No, I'm not expecting a reply. Come on, let's get out of here.
Yeah, after you.
Paladin leaves the area. I don't know if Dagna wants to stop, go anywhere, or we're gonna return straight back to the Golden Harvest.
No, she'll go back. I mean,
Punches
what?
a chicken.
Yeah, well,
Or if we
I mean,
get
after hearing that particular voice coming through that speaker, she is definitely, yeah. If a chicken looks at her funny, you never know.
Eyes and ears, eyes and ears. Okay, so we're up into bed. Turning back into the... Whew. Well, we should get departed early tomorrow morning. Oh, I think the fastest way if we go by departure and then go by through to the Citadel. Should be a straight shot. Not too much out here.
Kroka's not there. He's off somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
He yeeted elsewhere. Well, I suppose we should get some rest then. We've got a long day ahead of us.
Yeah. Paladin puts down some coinage for Barbara. Just 1 more night. We'll be gone by morning. Barbara nods. Guys, get some rooms. Up over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Grok and Ilyana. Ilyana, how passed out are you?
That's a concerning question.
I feel like the answer is yes.
Do you notice getting a princess carried up to the room?
No.
Okay, you are dead out.
Sack of bricks.
Anything anyone else wants to do before it becomes the next morning?
Long rest.
Yes, you functionally get a long rest now, which all means all your strain is recovered, and you naturally recover 1 wound.
Huzzah.
Hooray.
It is now the next morning.
So how hungover are you?
Let's see here. Oh no, I can't make my Z's go away again. Fuck!
He broke
Pretty
the
damn
Z's.
hungover then.
Put another Ilyana on the board. Oh, thank God.
There we go. I think we fixed it.
Okay.
I would hope she's not too hungover. The little bundle of flowers that he knotted together were A little natural hangover remedy for drug trips.
Oh, how sweet.
Little jukey thing for her.
Okay, I feel okay, but girl guy, you got to move. I have to look out.
Groka is sitting cross-legged on the rug in the middle of the floor. His eyes are still completely closed. It doesn't quite look like he's breathing. He is,
Where's the fucking bathrooms in this place? They're not. There's the bathrooms. It's just all beds. Oh God.
Pretty sure this was the age of the chamber pot.
Don't go
Yes.
in this other room. Don't go in there. I trust you.
There isn't a chamber pot in there. I'm pretty sure you just shat in the closet.
Yeah. You're not there. You don't know that.
It's just like all the Star Wars spaceships have no refreshers in it.
So I'm actually going to say, Shred, yeah, I realize that in doing so, I'm going to be hobbling myself somewhat, but for purely narrative reasons, I am going to say that Dagna is not going to recover her strain. Like,
Okay.
between everything that she just saw and hearing her father's voice and all that stuff, she doesn't get much sleep that night. She has got way too much on her mind, so she
Understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. I mean, shit, that's probably the first time you heard your father's voice in how long?
Several months, I'm sure, but yeah, so Dagna's going through some shit, had a very sleepless night. Yeah, that strain is not going anywhere.
Groka's still sitting in his reverie.
Does coffee exist on Weik?
Of course.
Some kind of, okay, good.
It's chicken
They call
coffee.
it calf, but yeah.
Calf? Okay.
Yeah, it's slang from the old Planetfall that, they'd get calf.
Okay. I gotcha. So, yeah, she'll stumble out of her room eventually. It is very obvious. Like, there's bags under her eyes. She looks exhausted. It is obvious that she didn't get much sleep at all. And she'll just... She is not really a coffee drinker. She doesn't really seem to need it most of the time. But, yeah, this morning she gets, a coffee, the biggest cup of coffee that she can. And just sits and then just, grabs it and goes to a table and just nurses it for a while. She doesn't care about food. She just needs the caffeine.
Understandable on that one. After a sleepless night, I mean, how else are you going to function? You're going to be just tired all day.
Yep. Oh, excuse me, Leon. Sorry. Ugh.
Watch it. Oh, you look like I feel.
That bad, huh?
Yeah. Is my hair okay? It's all over the place.
Yeah, it's looked better. I gotta be honest.
Oh, fuck.
Looks like you could use a cup of this too.
No, I don't need any more.
Hair of the dog, maybe?
No.
No? Okay.
Stay away.
How about some food, at least?
Just
Guess what?
have water.
Oh, water's good. It's better than nothing.
Guess what? You see the Paladin out there. He's eating eggs. Are you tired of
course he
eggs
is.
yet? Alas, it's egging time.
You did not just say it's egging time. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh, I mean, you, Mr. Puff. No, that wasn't you. That was Try Puff Puff Pass.
Yes, it was. We puff passed.
We did.
So we all just sit and eat in silence.
Yeah, in silence, as the Paladin, as the GM is loading everything, as he realized, he realized he forgot to load in music on that one. Okay. Nothing too exciting in the morning, just, eggs, some bread. Getting ready to go. Got a long walk ahead of us. But should be a little easier. There's not too many places for bandits to be hiding out in ambush, unlike deeper in the Highland Lake, so should be a-okay. Whew. I looks over to Ilyana and Dagna, who they don't look the greatest. Ilyana with her hair, Dagna obviously with it's in the eyes. Over to Graka, kind of looks back to his eggs. I'm worried.
Forgive us if we don't seem particularly excited about this little excursion. It was a kind of a rough night.
Nods. Well, he gets up and he starts walking off. Let me know whenever you're ready. I got a few questions to ask some of these people before I go. He'll send me out near Chicken Burrow. Kind of goes ups and leaves, leaving you three to finish eating.
I was not told. This Unjanya Azwan Karu gives much pain. Right here. Points to his, basically his temples.
Aren't we a trio? We all look like shit this morning.
Will we go with Waki Solazar?
Yeah, I suppose so, but I don't think that we're going to be able to make the pace that he wants. I don't know that I'm going to be able to go very fast today.
Same.
Then we will walk slowly.
I think he's just going to have to live with that. Unless you feel the desire to turn into a beast that goes a little bit quicker. But, you went through a lot last night yourself. I think that you deserve a slow day.
A slow day does sound good.
We haven't really had much time to just rest, have we? It just seems to be one mess after another.
Preach.
This has not been the best introduction you could have had to our planet, is it, Ileana?
I have no idea what's going on half the time. More than half.
If it's any consolation, I've lived here my whole life, and neither do I.
Oh, this is not a good sign, but...
Welcome to Weik.
Yeah, I feel like at least, you all seem to be, like, how can I say this, but, I mean, I feel like you guys are, like, normal. I don't know. There's a lot of people around here don't seem normal. At least you guys have, like, normal reactions to stuff. And you get surprised when people ask you to save the world. That's normal.
It seems like that is happening with increasing frequency, and I don't feel great about that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So I guess we just stick together and maybe it will be okay.
I blame Atun Yachak.
Well, he's not here to argue, so it seems as good a plan as any. Sure would be nice, though. I have several questions for him.
I wonder where my sister is.
Yeah.
Can you not speak with her by mind?
Not like in big sentences and stuff, but I can tell she is alive and she's pretty far away, but I can sense her, if that makes sense.
Well, that's good. It's better than nothing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I can convince some of the Wakinaka chickens to go find her. Be her companion. Ailu.
Well, she's got Ash, right? Just this sarcastic grin on her face.
Yeah, right.
Nyakaska. Do not trust. Dog of Ash.
Not normal.
As you say, not normal.
Okay, I guess follow Salazar.
Oh, is it that time already?
I mean, he
We-
just kind of left. He didn't wait for us or anything. If you guys don't want to go, we could just kind of hang here. I mean, I don't think that he's going to stop and come back.
Can I ask you a personal question?
Yeah.
What? Obviously, this ship has sailed, but what did you see in that guy?
I was very hurt at the time. I met him, and he seemed like a very generous healer. And, well, he did pretty, looked pretty muscly under the armor. But, yeah, it was a fleeting thing. So, yeah. That's not, the connection did not run deep.
I yelled at him last night. It felt pretty great.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh.
Put him in his place, too.
Oh, wow! Why did you? It surprises me that he had enough of an opinion about something that you would think to yell at him.
Well, he was being a closed-minded, prejudiced jerk.
Oh, I see. Repeating things others have told him. He really needs to think for himself more.
I agree, and I told him as such.
Yeah. It is known.
Groka just kind of looks from Ilyana to Dagna, back to Ilyana, just nods slowly.
It's girl talk. It's okay.
Yeah.
We could just go swim in lake.
Honestly, that sounds really nice.
You know, I don't disagree.
A
You think you would even
slow
notice
day.
that we were gone?
Guess not.
I suddenly feel an irresistible urge to test that.
Let's do it.
Dagna just slams the rest of her coffee and then just, stands up. You know, that sounds like the best idea I've heard in days. Let's go.
Do the
Groko,
lake.
you coming?
Yeah, he's following.
I don't know which
Okay.
way is the lake, but we go that way.
Go in the direction of the lake.
All right. Sorry, Shred. We are hopping off these rails. We're having a beach day.
Hey, have a beach day.
We need a
Mostly
tank.
because the paladin just doesn't seem to give a fuck
Paladin's just like,
and just
bye.
fucked off.
I'm leaving. I've been told
Like,
I have
okay.
a job. I'm going to do my job. And we
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
bye.
you do your job. Yeah.
We have not been told to be included in this job. We need a swim.
You should take this one.
As we get to the beach, Groko will turn into probably a muskrat or something. Some sort of water-based animal. And just kinda
Jesus,
swim
there's
around.
no beach, it's all just water. What the fuck?
Pretend this
Oh,
is
okay,
beach.
there's a beach. Okay.
We've been on a tiny island this whole time.
What you mean that you weren't prepared for an impromptu beach episode?
Yeah, how dare you?
So yeah, well, you guys just chill at the beach. Do you just sunbathe? I mean, what's your guys' favorite thing to do at the beach?
Well, there's a wealth of information on this map to play with, so, there's that. What the fuck is
you
Wait a minute.
What
Oh, okay,
the-
that's what Groko turns into.
That's what I turned into.
Oh, like a fox or a dog or something?
Well, it kind of, if you could, it kind of looks like a fox. It also kind of looks like a squirrel. It also kind of looks like a muskrat. You're not quite sure. It also seems very stony, but at the same time doesn't seem like there doesn't seem to be a lack of buoyancy about it. It kind of defies your perception of what it is, but he is gleefully splashing around in the water, swimming happily. Not speedily,
Okay.
but happily.
That's not really normal, but I appreciate that Groko, whatever you have turned into is just, yes, very good.
Comes over and gives you very wet nuzzles.
Okay. Alright, that's enough. Now.
Hops over and does the same to Dagna.
I need to-
Then hops back in the water and very, very ferret-like is a good explanation of his
Wrinkle.
yeah, very ferret-like.
That's a half-dead ferret. Yes,
So-
okay, well, if there's a privacy somewhere,
Yeah.
Ileana needs
Private
to,
area.
Actually,
There's not-
bathe.
Really, the only person that you kind of see is this guy. He really should be farther out.
Oh God,
no,
it's
the
Chad.
pimp creeper. Oh no,
Chad,
this fucking guy.
the Chad.
Fishing.
I'm killing this guy.
Oh,
He's just
dear.
fishing.
Yeah, he's the fishing Chad.
Where's the fill pool? I want to fill.
You have to.
Fill what?
It's a double. You go to the right-click menu. You have to fill inside of it, inside the menu.
Right click.
Like the edit menu inside of the thing you drew.
Oh.
Oh, it's the rock squirrel thing.
Yeah, the rock squirrel fox ferret thing. The beach is moving.
But first was the gazebo, now it's the beach.
Yeah, no, I think we just spend a day beaching.
I was going to say, I think that the first thing that came to mind with me for Dagna was, some kind of like Morden Solus style, would probably run tests on the seashells kind of deal. You know,
She's
where-
organizing seashells by color and genus and shape and size.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since she's just been able to, catalog and do research just for fun. It feels like that she's just been doing nothing but, really important, earth-shattering, world-ending shit, and she's just this is relaxing for her. Collecting seashells, for example, and just looking at the local wildlife and stuff like that. Just it's nerdy as fuck, but it's relaxing for her. So.
Yeah, they catalog a nice number of different little seashells. Kind of unusual that there be seashells in an inland lake. But
Let me have this, damn it.
There are seashells at
What?
inland lakes.
What? Yeah, why wouldn't there be?
I live in Michigan. We go to lakes and find shells all the time.
I guess it's true. Pay no attention to the person who doesn't know marine biology.
We also
It
have to
might
keep in
be
mind
dirty.
that Shred is a person who didn't realize that turkeys exist in the wild. So.
Hey, the concept of marauding turkeys, I think, was a little crazy to me, but
They
Yeah,
do a thing.
I don't know. Marauding turkeys, marauding chickens. What's the difference?
Dagna, on more than one occasion,
Look at
Groka.
all those chickens.
Groka Ferret kind of knocks over some of your shells.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less.
Yeah, it's been a good, let's call it half a day, and you guys are relaxing. It's the beat of the sun.
Yeah, so Ilyana will try her best to bathe, but then she's going to train. She's going to do Night Sister training with the sword, and maybe she will pretend or find something that looks like a plasma bow.
Mm-hmm.
Train.
Oh, actually, I just had a thought. If Dagna asked, I don't know if this is in Ilyana's wheelhouse at all, but if Dagna asked, would she be willing to show her how to use this gun that she picked up?
Absolutely.
Woo! Target practice!
Yeah, so also I think I tried to give you my holdout blaster because it's useless. But we have two guns, so we can practice together.
Set it
And
on
we
stunt
set
setting
up-
and see if you can shoot Groka.
Well, no.
Oh.
Groka has had enough fun for today. No, we must set up some targets, Dagna. Would you be terribly disappointed if we use some of your shells for targets?
Oh, no, I suppose not. I've got plenty of them.
Yes, they are perfect because they are small and they are good targets.
All right.
Commence stormtroopers on speeder bikes with Baby Yoda.
So yeah, you want to do a little bit of target practice? Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god, I curved the blaster bolt. Look at that.
Some would say curved swords. So yeah, get a little bit better. Dagna, why don't you try giving me a 1 purple range light check? Let's see how well you do.
1 purple range light. Okay.
Yeah, it's in short range.
Broka, watch out. Not that. Yes, that's better. Go behind us. Not in front. What are you doing? This bad
Not a
range
bad start.
safety.
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah. You hit your target pretty darn well, actually.
With my 1 yellow, 1 green.
Hey, what matters the most is that you rolled nothing on the purple. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Pew, pew.
I was never
Hey,
a
look
good
at
shot.
Ilyana is
No, no.
literally the the scout troopers on bikes.
Yes.
This thing is broken. I don't think I'm going to give it to you, Groko. No.
Just running
A
like
ferret-
figure
A
eights.
ferret with a gun is a bad idea.
Just running figure eights between your legs, being full on
Oh,
like ferret
amazing.
/ golden retriever energy.
Hope he doesn't get into my glitter stim.
As you're doing this little exercise training, the old paladin.
No, he found
Oh
us.
damn
man, what a
it.
Hearing the
fucking buzz
noise.
kill.
He found us.
Oh, hey. Oh, it's you.
I got us a horse and a carriage.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Negotiations took a little longer than I expected.
Okay.
I gotta miss.
So Groka Ferret runs up immediately, like jumps up and like four-legged kicks off of Solzar's chest and does like a flip.
Ooh. Well, Paladin Lysandra also asked something I think we can all get a help on is after we collect them from the Citadel, we need to find Jors and some of those astromancers.
Do we though?
Oh. We can figure it out when we get there.
Do we have to though?
Guy shrugs his shoulders a little bit.
Like, what if we didn't?
Eh. I'm sure someone will figure it out.
Right. Paladin Solzar, do you have a ranged weapon?
Oh dear.
He looks at you, cocks his head about 5 degrees to the right, cocks it back. Yeah, I got my trusty bow.
Would you care to take practice with us?
Sure. It's a good way to blow off some steam. What are we shooting at?
Seashells.
Well, you see that guy in that raft over there?
Well, we don't have to shoot at him, but I have been shooting at seashells while looking at him menacingly.
That's why you missed.
Shh, don't tell him that.
Well, see as he pulls out his longbow from the back and notches an arrow.
Oh, it's big.
Let's see. Let's
Oh,
see how
dear.
rusty I am after.
Should I give you some time alone?
No, we not. No, I'm joking.
Let's see how rusty I am after missing that bird.
Wow. Now he rolls
not
that fucking
bad.
triumph.
Not bad.
It's a pretty darn well. Actually pierces right through the shell. Gets stuck in it. It's a little sweaty as a result. It's taking a little bit of strain.
What? From shooting one bow shot, you're sweaty already? Oh,
I mean, he had to
wow.
walk all the way over here on the beach.
It's true. It's true.
And he's
Yeah.
got his armor on, you know.
He did get us a horse and carriage.
Yeah.
That's sweaty work.
You don't know what it involved, but yes.
No, I don't.
What? Wait, hang on.
I don't.
I do not like the implication.
Anyways, he feels more relaxed. He's starting to take a little more interest in. Well, that horse and carriage will wait. Usually just enjoy the time we have here.
See, that's the spirit.
Yeah, I never, right before we got back to the Golden Harvest, Warden was telling me that the worm sign's nature's not instantaneous. It's like, what was the analogy he used? It's like cooking a big meal. You know, you gotta get like the pig first, and you gotta light the match, and you gotta like rotate it. You know, it takes time.
Man, I have no idea what you're talking about. You need to take off your helmet. I think it's squeezing your brain.
He takes it off, and you see his luscious hair.
No, I don't. I don't see his luscious hair. Change out the fucking you heathen. Come on, show me the original one. I want to see it again.
I will that'll be a to do for next time as the Photoshop.
No, I thought you had it. An icon with his.
No, it was not the greatest. I needed to Photoshop it in.
Oh. But I don't care. Show us the original one. Come on.
I'm not sure I even have it here, do I?
I've got it. It's right here.
Oh, good times, good times. Well, anyways, there's plenty of time to relax. Like that guy over there, pointing over to
Chad.
That guy
Chad.
is not really. We don't talk about that guy, okay?
Well, he seems to be having a decent time. But all right.
He's really weird. Not normal.
It explains why he's fishing alone. It's kind of that's kind of weird. Does he not have friends?
No, it's not that he's fishing alone. That's normal. That's actually kind of cool. It's that he, like, just looks shady as fuck, and he looks like he's constantly looking down in pain. I don't understand his facial expression. It's very strange.
Paladin squints in that direction.
Oh, are you nearsighted? Do you need glasses?
How could you make out that level of detail? I feel like you're putting a little bit too.
It's the magic. It's the magic. It helps me.
Well, regardless.
Also, I see everything. She stares at him intently.
Well, regardless, the point still stands. You can depart for departure. Who names their town Departure, honestly? At whatever leisurely time. Whew, as he puts his bow back and just takes a nice seat on the beach. Whew. You know, I haven't had a good time to relax myself. A good idea.
Crocoferret
And
comes
Dagna
and
and
climbs in
Ileana
his lap and goes back to
And-
sleep.
And Dagna and Ileana completely ruin his relaxation by continuing to fire firearms.
Yes.
The paladin
You're
puts
not
his
done
helmet
with
back on to reduce some of the noise. So yeah, you continue to shoot. How long do you guys shoot at these little seashell targets at?
Until we get better.
Till you get better.
If
Well,
I
roll-
keep practicing, do I get another rank?
You'll get some boost die for the next time you're in a little combat encounter.
Yeah, well.
That is good. We
Yeah,
have
yeah.
done very good practice today, Dagna, I think.
Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
for showing me how to use it.
I don't think I really helped you, but that's very nice of you to say. Thank you.
I don't think that I would have fared very well on my own.
Well, we both learned something today.
Yeah, well, glad I could help then, I guess.
Yeah, it was calming and also sort of focusing. I think that the paladin is maybe loosening up a little bit, and she looks back over her shoulder. But
The
yeah,
paladin
he's
is
still very
asleep, basically.
focused. Yeah, he's still very focused on this quest. I don't know if we're going to get out of this. He may just follow us around until we go.
Well, if it does come to that, at least maybe now he'll be a little more open-minded to just take some time to himself every once in a while so it doesn't feel like we're just chomping at the bit all the time.
Mm.
I'm a ferret.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's awesome.
You want to start doing trick shots off of Solasar's helmet?
Kind of, yeah.
We could start setting up seashells just around his head.
It's being like hostage situation practice, yes.
It's training.
Right. Just in case.
So you guys actually gonna follow through with putting seashells around his head?
I mean,
What's stopping you?
Hold still. Just
He is.
I'm gonna put
Taking
this
a
on
nap.
you.
He is
And
knocked
we're going to
out.
go over here. No.
The
Not
motion wakes up Groka Ferret, and he quickly hops off,
yep.
sprints over, and scatters all of the seashells over here. Just scatters them.
It's modern art.
So what's the goal of the trick shot? Is it to like get the shells but not his head? Is it to bounce off the head to his shell?
I don't know if there is a point. It's just something that's happening.
No, I think we should wake him up and go.
This will wake him up.
Yes, I guess.
Or kill him. But hopefully the latter, the former.
That is reckless. We should not do that. Later, maybe if we don't like him tomorrow, maybe we do. Let's just wake him up and see what the horse and the carriage look like. Maybe they're interesting.
Fine.
I know. I know.
Hey, Groka. Groka. Go and wake him up.
And Groka will run over and just pounce him. And if that doesn't work, he will continue to pounce him.
I'm getting up. Just give me a minute.
Jumps on his helmet, jumps on his head.
5 more minutes, Mom.
Tries to brush off Groka Ferret.
Jumps on him again. I'm a living slinky. You can't just shake me off.
What is your coordination?
In this form?
Yeah.
Let me find out. I think it might be 3 yellow and a green.
Oh my god.
Gonna try to brush you off with He is not very effective at brushing you off. I'm getting up. I'm getting up. Finally, Orcs is back up. You
It
could've
immediately
just
like
asked nicely.
springboards off the back of his head, does a flip.
You could just ask nicely, but
It's a ferret.
I mean,
He
we
can't
could
really
have,
ask you to do anything.
and anyway, it wouldn't have been nearly as funny.
Yeah, this is him asking you nicely. If he wasn't being nice about it, he would have stolen your keys. Like a normal ferret. And all the other things in your pocket. Because that's what they do.
well, I guess I should be thankful for that.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Come on, let's go see this horse and carriage. Where did you leave this thing, by the way?
Oh no, it's just waiting at the edge of town for us.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I mean, yeah, he's got to get out eventually by sundown, but it's a pretty nice looking carriage.
Okay, let's go see it.
He starts walking up and kind of gestures like, "Oh, come on, let's go over to town."
Groka
Yep,
Ferret
that's
is
where we all want to go. Let's go.
Groka Ferret is sitting directly on top of Dagna's head between her two big ears.
Aw.
So as you walk towards the edge of town, you see a pair of horses in a very fancy, fully wooden carriage with nice bits of leather on the inside. Looks very elegant. Something more elegant than you would expect for a farming community.
Oh, sorry, where did you find this?
Magic works in mysterious ways. He kind of shrugs with both his hands up.
Did you steal this? Dagna, I think he stole it.
I can't really argue with that logic. I mean, this certainly doesn't look like it came from here. Solasar, seriously, where did you get this thing?
Well, as a paladin, it is reserved a right that sometimes I do get to acquire some resources.
That's just what someone would say that stole it.
It's not stealing, it's for the greater good.
That's exactly
you
what
did
someone
steal
would
it.
say that stole it.
It's not stealing, it's repurposing!
But that's okay. I approve. She gets in.
Gets into the carriage.
I find you slightly more attractive now.
I have to admit, this does seem it seems a better option than walking on foot. So, I'll go with
Also
it.
better than walking on your hands.
Groka Ferret hops in and immediately just starts spinning like a dryer in the middle of the carriage, just running like crazy.
Whoa. Groka, whoa.
Wow.
And then immediately falls flat.
Okay.
I have never seen him with this much energy.
This is what happens when you give him time off, I guess.
Huh. I wonder what else they do on their time off. As you see, it looks like
Cuckoo!
a nice...
Drugs! Cuckoo! I mean, what? Yep.
Alright, where are we going? Let's go.
Where are you going? Be changing our music as the paladin is gonna direct the horses, which seem to be able to not require a what do they call the person who instructs the horse to move?
The horse driver?
Yeah, a horse driver. So you make it. It takes let's call it. Let me see in the map. I think it takes 2 days to get over to departure.
What does Paladin Solazar have on his belt?
Oh dear.
I can find out for you. Should not be hard.
Let's see. He's got a military belt pouch. He's got a little can of foam cast. He's got stim packs, stim sticks, some Novocaine.
Oh,
I would like
all
to.
that is-
I would like to try to
yeah.
play with the foam cast can and try to see if it goes off.
He's also got the holographic image disguiser too.
Nope. The can is shiny.
The can's shiny. Yeah. It's the aerosol can. Okay, super. Yeah, why don't you give me a 2 purple mechanics check? Let's just see how much chaos you're gonna cause with this thing.
Go. Not enough.
Not enough. You're fidgeting with it, and it's causing it to spray as the paladin is trying to bring it back. Hey!
Just scampers off.
I wanna
Moments
point
later,
out, too, that
scampers right
Dagna
back.
I want to point out too that Dagna is dead asleep throughout all of this. Yeah, she had her lake day. She's been able to relax a little bit. She's in the carriage now. She doesn't have to walk. She passed out immediately.
Groka sits on her face.
Kinky.
Oh, okay. Groka, come on. You need let's like feed you or something. Here, have some ration. Like here. She tries to feed Groka a ration.
They'll eat a ration.
Oh, where did that ration go? Jesus, you were hungry. Oh no, now he's going to have to take a big shit.
Curls up on the bench next to Dagna. And a few moments later, there's Groka. He's back. Normal Groka. That's it. That's the end of my shenanigans for Ferret Groka.
So do I recover my strain now that I'm actually
Yes.
slept? Okay, cool.
Yes, you do. And it's been another
Alright.
2 days since you're basically traveling to departure. Nothing really
Alright.
eventful happened, so you cover another 2 wounds if you need to.
I do.
As you do. As you finally get to the
Do
town.
you still have any wounds left?
I think he has 2 left at this point.
I have 2 wounds.
I would like to make a medicine check, if you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, 1 purple medicine check.
Okay.
Let's see what's your...
Treat Groka.
Yeah.
Don't have a copy of on here. Okay, one purple.
Yeah, just 1 purple. Give yourself a boost die too. You've got plenty of time to prepare. I mean, it's a little rickety, but you've got more than enough time if you need to stop for a bit.
Well, I'm sorry. I made it worse.
So you actually help him recover 1 additional wound, even though you failed to check. It does take longer than you expected. Maybe in an ideal world, maybe a place a little less rickety would have helped.
I
but
tried.
You tried. Feel pretty good about yourself about it, so...
Do I though?
I mean, you eventually got and helped long-term healing.
The scabbing of the burns is
He's a perfectionist.
is healing. It's going away, but once in some of the areas where the scabs have flaked away, you can definitely see that there seems to be a permanent scar / discoloring to his skin.
That's just character.
Super duper. Eventually, if you want to drag someone's token down over here on the bottom left, we'll eventually get everyone
Where?
to the bottom left down this road.
Okay. Oh.
You finally reach over to the air quotes town of departure.
Or deep
So-
tour, as the
Departure.
The French town of Departure.
So I know it
I'm
looks,
sorry, Shred.
It's all good. So I know it looks like there's buildings here, but the reality of departure is that there's exactly one permanent structure in use, and that is the lodge. Everything else is basically like a tent city. You know, tents propped up, people with wagons transitioning to and from. Plenty of shops around. It's relaxing. There's a little bit of recreational farming is not the right word, but you know, berry harvesting people do here.
I was gonna say recreational farming sounds like something Groka would be into.
Hey, sounds like a fun time. Departure itself is mainly a transition point. Either you're going from the Sunward Citadel of West Laketown, getting ready to depart into the Badlands, or you're coming from Holand's Haven and you're getting to the first good solid place of rest before making it to the Citadel or to West Laketown or someplace farther in the Highland Lakes. It's a nice environment. Not too much action going on, plenty of shops. You see some horses. Whew. Paladin seems pretty happy and relaxed. Looking forward to it. Oh, he's going through town. Well, I always enjoy spending my time here. Even the little breaks that we get. And there's no real rush. I'm sure Lysandra has things under control at the Citadel. Besides, as he finally gets in front of the lodge and he hops out of the carriage and he kind of gestures to you to get out of the carriage. It's kind of where we need to get off this little carriage before we'll return back to the West Laketown.
What?
We don't get to keep it?
Unfortunately not. The owner requested that I only take it not too far away from them.
Well, it was nice while it lasted, I guess.
Yeah. Well, if it's any encouragement, after all, I'm sure there's plenty of people with horses here we may want to, barter for. See if we can do something for them.
Sounds good. What do I see for people? Who is here?
Naturally, lots of humans. You actually see a good, healthy number of Zabraks going out and about. A few Lanix, some Twi'leks. I would say in proportional basis, you're seeing a much higher proportion of humans and Twi'leks, and then followed a little bit by Zabraks, some Lanix. There's a few other humanoid species you don't immediately recognize. A lot of them seem like merchant people that they're selling wares or they're just, cooking a good meal, little kids running around with little pets. Nice little
Pets?
village center.
There's pets?
Yeah. Got little dogs, and you see a little cat. There's a ferret scurrying around.
Okay.
No banana cats.
You do actually see one person that has a banana tiger.
God damn it.
A little tiny banana tiger.
Freaking banana tiger.
But looks like a young one. He's just curled up and sleeping. It's a good description of this place. It's a nice sleepy town.
How ironic.
Right?
Lokta. Quiet.
Oh. Well, I should go check in the lodge, see if there's anything exciting or new since the last time I've been here. See. You're free to come in or, take in the site.
Is there anywhere that... Okay, so it's been a while since Ilyana found a thread to pull
Mm-hmm.
to go try to find some sort of artifact or
Mm-hmm.
legend or something. So I imagine how she would try to go about doing that, because she's feeling inspired, would be to try to find a shop or a guild of some sort or whatever. If it's a tent city, I don't know.
All sorts of merchants, all sorts of varieties.
Right.
You definitely could find one that might specialize in alchemical potions.
Well, or like more like I don't know. So do we know that beyond just the books and things that George has said, that the general populace of the places that we've been to have any sort of notion of magic? Like they would have like magic practitioners or a magic shop or magic libraries or...
So, yes and yes. Generally the magic that you see practiced, let's call it like prestidigitation, other cantrips, so to speak, right? So plenty of people in the world are very not magical. That's just the reality of things. And other people that are magical, most of them are basically cantrip users. They'll do something a little flashy, like, oh, make a little sparkle out here, or, oh, I could heat up this water just a little bit. And then we'll put work to alchemical use. It's usually the most common one. You don't need a lot of innate magic to, quote unquote, create a magical effect. I would say a heavier magic user, one that could go as far as, throwing fireballs in, right? Or breaking the magic of other people, or seeing farther in the vision, are generally fewer and farther between. Magic that is not offensively oriented is more common than magic that is offensively oriented. Seances, witches with cauldrons.
Oh, is there a place where I can go that they do seances here?
Yes, there is. See a little,
Then again, I don't really know anyone that I'd like to talk to here that has died.
Well, there's a general feeling, like psychics. I mean, psychics don't have to talk to people who died, but they can help, tell your future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if there's shops and stuff like that, I would like to go wander and see if there's any interesting things or legends or people that have they think they know where there might be like treasure or items or stuff.
Yeah, so you can find a shop of your choice, whether you're looking for a legend or looking for existing magical items. You hear a lot of murmur. There's a lot of murmur and chatting, as you would expect from a very popular marketplace area.
Mm-hmm.
And, you hear one Twi'lek saying, oh, I know exactly when the next gift from the stars will come. Oh, yes, it will be filled with all sorts of medicine and protective gear. Ability to communicate even far beyond where we're currently at. Oh, if only someone would listen.
Okay, that sounds fake as fuck.
Hey. Someone's buying.
It ain't me.
It ain't you.
Not looking for people that are like, oh, things are going to fall from the sky. He's looking for people that are like, oh, my uncle buried something over by this graveyard and he said it was cursed or some shit like that. Or, I read this book once that said if you go out into this field far from here, you know, there's a ghost or something.
I see, I see. So you do see a Atlantic at a shop who catches your eye because he is missing one eye.
Oh,
You know, you don't see too many, let's say, disabled people who run the shop in that way. And kind of looks up. You kind of walk past him and you hear a, "Oi."
hello.
Well, you seem like the kind of lady who likes well, seem like it help fix a problem for me.
Oh, very interesting of you to think of me that way that we've just met. What problem do you have?
Well,
Also, these are my friends Dagna and Roka. Assuming you guys are walking around with me.
Yeah, Dagna would have followed.
yeah. Fellow Atlantic. Oh, that's good. It's good. Well, there's a nearby farm that I've got, and I've been trying to find where we buried our ancestors, and it seems that the place I initially buried them, they're no longer there.
What? What do you mean they're no? You mean somebody dug them up? Oh, I'm sorry. That is very inappropriate. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
How do you respect your dead?
Normally put a gravestone on it and leave them with
okay.
their buried treasure.
Oh,
Yeah, looks
okay,
like
so
someone
you do
out
that.
here is a grave robber.
Oh, I see. Yes, this is very disrespectful.
Yeah, so looking for someone that can, well, at least find the bodies. The treasure's not as important as the body.
Hmm.
You know,
Yes, well, maybe we could investigate for you. What was this? Your family, like your parents or your grandparents or something?
Great. Oh, I don't know how many greats there are. They were alive hundreds of years ago.
Wow.
But we always pay our due respect with them every year. And when we went up last time, looks like someone just recently dug them out.
Oh.
Don't know why. Don't know exactly where to look for him. I'm no magician.
Hmm.
But you seem like the kind of person that, well, and I've heard stories about people that were God touched. Kind of looks like you.
Okay. Which way would we go to find this place?
Well, you head southeast from here. You know, kind of like you're going to the Citadel. You'll eventually branch off after. That's after a day's walk. You'll branch off to the east a little bit, maybe, you know, a few miles, and then you'll see a cabin, or the house rather, and a little bit of farmland, and you'll see the, well, desecrated headstones out there.
Okay. I suppose we could try to track these robbers.
The most important part is that we get the bodies back, but
I mean, how much body could there could there be after hundreds of years? I think you're looking for dust.
well, maybe most of the body. But just let's keep at least the head. The rest of
Alright.
it's not important, but the head is the most.
That is sort of gruesome. Okay.
Well, I'll try not to think about it too much.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could bring the bandits to justice, that would be nice, but don't go out of your way for it.
That sounds like half the excitement, honestly.
I mean, the opportunity arises. I mean, you won't see me be sad about a few missing bandits. He points towards his eye that got blinded, or his missing eye, rather.
Well, sounds kind of interesting.
Well, just let me know whenever you're going. That way I can at least pray for you.
Yes, we will. Good day to you, sir.
Likewise.
Okay.
Kulaka Eliana,
Yes, Kaka.
you seem curious about people here.
I'm trying to acclimate. You know what I mean? Like I'm trying to talk to more people around here so that I get like maybe this is more my home. It's difficult.
I think you do good.
Well,
Better than Groka.
but this is not really the part of this place that is your home, right? Where are you from originally?
My Pakari Sasha to north homeland.
Huh.
Now Mandanti land. But now with Ailu. Kind of gestures to you and to Dagna.
Well, let's go see what the Paladin's doing.
The Paladin's in the lodge and talking to a tree-like man. I see. Well, thank you. We'll put it to good use. Oh, there you are. You see the Twi'lek man kind of walk back inside the inside to another room. Well, at least I was able to negotiate to get us some accommodations here for the next few days, in case we need it. What about you guys? What do you guys see here?
Well, I talked to a shopkeeper that said that his ancestral grave site was robbed by grave robbers.
That's not good.
No, he told me where it was and sort of implied that we might help him by finding what the grave robbers stole.
Oh, who to stoop so low to rob graves?
I mean, I'm not pointing fingers, you know, it's like, those people were really old. I mean, like, they were talking hundreds of years. They might have had pretty good stuff, I don't know.
Well, whew. You say where they were?
Yeah,
Where
like
to start?
southeast of here.
All right. Well, let's get a show on the road.
Oh, you're going to help us and go look? Okay, cool.
Oh, why not? I mean, there's no rush for anything. And no,
I
guys,
guess
not
not.
like I said, Lysandra has her thing covered there, and when I remember what she said earlier, I mean, how dangerous could a few bandits be?
I,
I think they got it.
I think you should not say that so loudly.
Well, against a dozen paladins, I think a few bandits is nothing. For these people, it might be a little more. But that's why we're here.
Hey.
All right, that's where we'll end the session for tonight.